Welcome to the first community meeting for the Shepard Street Reconstruction project. This project is part of ongoing improvements which the city makes to streets, sidewalks, and utilities as part of our rolling 5-year Complete Streets program. This project is partially funded through the state Chapter 90 program and will be part of a larger construction project that includes several other streets in Cambridge. The 5-year plan is a comprehensive plan for designing streets that safely accommodates all users, including pedestrians, cyclists, motorists, and public transportation users of all ages and abilities. The plan is developed with many priorities in mind: existing street and sidewalk conditions, proximity to things such as, but not limited to, parks, major squares, senior centers, and schools. This slide depicts the most recent map of plan construction under the 5-year plan. For more information on the 5-year plan, please go to cambridgema.gov/5-year-plan. The City Council adopted a Complete Streets policy in 2016. Complete Streets is an approach to planning, designing, building, operating, and maintaining streets that enable safe access for all users who need them. Vision Zero is another important policy adopted by the City Council in 2016. Vision Zero recognizes people make mistakes, so policy and design should ensure that those mistakes do not result in fatalities. As part of this effort, the City of Cambridge has reduced speeds on most streets to 20 miles per hour. For more information on the city's Vision Zero policy, please follow the link cambridgema.gov/vision0. The elements shown on this slide are utilized by engineers, designers, and planners to achieve the goals of the policies adopted by the City Council. The Cambridge Growth Policy and Vehicle Trip Reduction Ordinance places an emphasis on sustainable modes of transportation to promote livability, improve air quality, and reduce gas emissions. Bus stop designs must follow MBTA standards to ensure access to the bus by people of all abilities. Cycling Safety Ordinance, or CSO, is intended to provide bicyclists of all ages a comfortable space to ride. Separated bike lanes have buffer space and physical barriers between the bike lanes, parked cars, and the moving cars. Bike use is growing rapidly in the city of Cambridge, and we are adapting our streets so that cyclists are as welcome as motor vehicles. For more information on the Cycling Safety Ordinance, please go to cambridgema.gov/cycling safety ordinance. The CSO directive, guided by the vision of the city's bicycle plan, informs roadway infrastructure projects in Cambridge. We strive to make the streets safe and comfortable for people of all ages and abilities. All of these plans and policies provide a basis for our design process in a general sense. We then work with residents on detailed design options for specific projects, as each project is very different in terms of their opportunities and constraints. We take all this information in addition to input from the community and develop a scope of work for these improvements. How do these plans and policies translate to specific street and sidewalk designs? Starting with accessibility. Why is accessibility so important? Number one is the law. Both federal and state regulations cover the construction of sidewalks and require newly constructed sidewalks to be accessible. And two, more importantly, it's the right thing to do. We want our sidewalks to be as inviting and usable as they can be for people of all ages and ability, people using wheelchairs, walkers, or even pushing strollers. As sidewalks are being redesigned, the team needs to identify and address existing deficiencies in the layout. Federal ADA regulations require that at existing pinch points such as street trees, hydrants, and utility poles, the city is required to provide 36 inches minimum compliant sidewalk between these fixtures and the back of the sidewalk. In locations where achieving this minimum clearance is not attainable, the city may be required to construct a new 48-inch compliant sidewalk around this obstruction. This is achieved by constructing a bump out around the obstruction and into the roadway. Curb extensions have many benefits, including reducing crossing distance, improved accessibility, preventing vehicles from parking within 20 feet of the intersection, all of which improves the visibility of both pedestrians and drivers. Cambridge Climate Plan and recently complete Urban Forest Master Plan documents Cambridge's commitments to maintaining a healthy environment in the face of a changing climate. These plans include specific steps we can take to slow down climate change by lowering greenhouse gas emissions and helping us reduce impacts of climate change by, and for example, providing increased tree canopy to reduce the impacts of increasing heat waves. Green infrastructure, or GI, is a part of Cambridge's efforts to improve the quality of stormwater before it is discharged from local drainage systems into the Charles River or Alewife Brook. GI refers to the variety of techniques which use natural processes such as specially selected plants and soils to promote infiltration of stormwater into the ground or to remove pollutants such as phosphorus from stormwater. The city has successfully implemented GI on a variety of roadway projects ranging from major corridors like Western Ave to residential streets in West Cambridge. We are committed to incorporating these types of environmental improvements into small projects as conditions and space allow. The plan shown here is the existing condition survey plan and will be utilized as a starting point for design. It is important that residents who live along the street share their specific needs, concerns, observations, and feedback to the city to assist in addressing street-specific concerns of everyday users. The plan shown here is the existing condition survey plan and will be utilized as a starting point for design. It is important that residents who live along the street share their specific needs, concerns, observations, and feedback to the city to assist in addressing street-specific concerns of everyday users. We are starting a community process to gather ideas, information, and feedback. Please take this brief survey to tell us about your experience on Shepard Street. We will consider all feedback we receive and not just survey responses. To reach the survey, follow the link below at www.surveymonkey.com/r/Shepard Street. Now, this concludes this presentation. If you have any questions regarding the project, please contact the supervising engineer, Melissa Miguel, at 617-349-9351, or you can email her at mmiguel@cambridgema.gov. Now, for traffic calming questions, please feel free to contact the traffic calming program manager, Juan Avendano, at 617-349-4655, or you can email him at javendano@cambridgema.gov. Now, for any questions relating to the community process, or if you have any disability accommodations, please feel free to contact the project administrator for community relations, Karim Ben Saunders, at 617-349-4870, or you can email him at ksaunders@cambridgema.gov. Now, to receive any future updates and notices about this project, please be sure to sign up for the project email list at cambridgema.gov/Shepard Street.